Good morning, runners. It is Thursday, June 17th here in Phoenix, where it is 91 degrees roughly. Yeah, in the low 90s, and it's barely 7:40 in the morning. Wow, we have been under excessive heat watch pretty much this whole week, and it looks like it's going to continue through Sunday, I think. Yeah, I mean, Phoenix is always hot, right? In the summertime, that we expect, but we are about 12 degrees warmer than where we should be. Today's high is supposed to get up to 117 ish, and let me tell you, AC's been working overtime, and we have a pool. There's a couple of community pools that where we live at. There's actually three lap pools that we have access to as part of the HOA that all the residents in Ahwatukee here in Phoenix are under. So it's nice, but the water's starting to get warm, and you either have to go basically now, or I was there last night at like 7:30, and it was still a little bit warm. So, anyways, yeah, I'm not sure where you guys are watching this from, but definitely let me know down below. I'd like to know: is it hot? Is it cool? Are you in Australia where I believe you guys are heading into your fall season? Is that right? Because you guys are different from us. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you like what you see, definitely hit the subscribe button down below. My name is Pete. I am a certified running coach, although I'm not doing much coaching right now. I have a full-time job, but it's something that I love, and as a runner, I'm always staying up to date on what's going on in the world of running. And this is a big week, speaking of running, for all of you who are big track and field fans. Basically, we have the U.S. Olympic trials starting for track and field in Eugene beginning tomorrow. And that's going to be going on for about 2 weeks. Basically, that determines which U.S. athletes are going to be selected for the Olympics in Tokyo. And really, gosh, it's maybe just over a month away, which is approaching quickly. So, and for those of you who have been staying up to date, as far as the Bowerman athletes are concerned, you may have heard a couple days ago that Shelby Houlihan, who has undoubtedly been one of the U.S. finest middle distance runners, received a 4-year ban for a substance. Oh, I can't pronounce it. Nanolidron. I totally messed that one up, I'm sure. But it was supposedly detected in a burrito that she ate at a local food truck. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Obviously, I don't know her personally, but she is an athlete that a lot of us look up to, and was surprised by the news. So she appealed and lost that about a week ago, and unfortunately will not be participating in any events for 4 years. So that potentially means that, well, she'll miss this Olympic opportunity possibly, and then if she were to qualify, that is, and then the 2024 Olympics. And so by the time that she's able to qualify for the Olympics would not be until 2028, and that would be 7 years from now, and that would put her, I believe, in her mid-30s. So obviously, well past her prime. So we'll see what happens over the near and far future, if anything gets overturned. But anyways, back to what I've been up to. I haven't been doing the videos like I said I was going to. Just um, kind of do my own thing, but I thought I'd take some time to share, what I've been up to lately. I've been feeling really good, to be honest with you. After my vaccine, for those of you who've been watching, I, you know, didn't feel great, and I was running a little bit higher with my heart rate and the effort. Didn't take much for me to elevate the heart rate, and my pace was slower, in that regards. But really, over the last 2-3 weeks, it's been clicking, and surprisingly, as the temperatures here in Phoenix have been getting hotter, we've seen our morning temperatures over the last couple weeks go from basically, I'd say probably like the low mid 70s, all the way up to 90 degrees this morning. This is really the first week where we've really felt the morning lows reach into the upper, mid 80s, upper 80s, and now 90s. So I'm looking at the calendar. My heat acclimating began on Monday the 14th, and it usually takes me a couple of weeks to really kind of get used to the heat. So that would put me basically early July, and usually around the 4th of July, the 7th of July, we really start to feel the humidity here. Now, when I say we feel the humidity, it might be 40%, 50% initially. That's enough though when the temperatures are, 100 degrees, 105. You really feel it. But so I can't ask for anything more. I went out for a run this morning. Looking at the final surge data there, I did 4.25 in 41.26, which was a 9:44 pace. And for me, that's really good. I did probably go out a little quicker than I wanted to. I intend to run just easy, but I felt good. The route that I run in the neighborhood, let's see, as far as gain of elevation, that first mile was 35 gain, a net gain that is, and then second mile was a net gain of 40, and then it dropped a little bit to 45, and then 15 on the last 2 miles. So I still ran good. 9:56, 9:39, 9:38, 9:39. Wow, looking at those last 3, that's pretty consistent, within a second. So I'll take it. And my heart rate, it says my average is 132, which is probably about right, honestly, because the Garmin that I wear here, it 735. It's, I wouldn't say very accurate, but today was pretty accurate. I'd say out of 10 runs, maybe there's a 50-50 chance that it's going to be accurate. And what I mean by that is I don't wear a heart rate strap. I used to. I still have one. I just, it's a little uncomfortable to wear. But what I do is I just take my 2 fingers and I put it against my carotid, and I can feel the pulse within a second or two. And then I'll just look at my watch. I'll count to 10, and then I'll just multiply by 6, and it gives me a rough idea. And obviously, depending on where I caught the beat, I might be off. I know off by maybe 6 beats or 10 or 12, but it's accurate enough. A lot of times the Garmin will have me higher than where I am actually at. So I'm pretty dialed in on my heart rate. Like an easy run, anything under 130. If it's 120 to 126, that's an easy run. Really easy is under 120. And I can usually tell when I'm running how I'm feeling, where I'm at. So today it felt like, in the low 130s, so it was accurate. I'm feeling good. I've got a little time off here with my job. I'll be starting my new job, which is actually with my old company, on Monday. So I've had a couple days to be able to get some good quality runs. I won't say necessarily sleep in, because I'm always usually up anyways by 4:30 or so. But I'm feeling good overall. And Definitely interested to hear what you guys are up to. Where you're watching this from again. Are there any races or are you training for anything? If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below. I'll be happy to reach out to you and answer those. As far as Phoenix or Arizona is concerned, with races, yes, we have races going on. I did one last weekend, as a matter of fact, and I guess I should briefly tell you how I did there. I did a 5K with a local running company that puts on races throughout the year, particularly in the summer. The Arizona Road Racers, and it was over in Gilbert, not far from here, just east of where we live. And that one I did 25:35, I believe, yeah, which was an 8:14, 8:15 pace, quicker than I expected. Normally, before the whole COVID thing last year, I was about 7:45 to 8, so I've slowed down a little bit, but I was more of a barometer of where I'm at right now as we hit summer. And so, yeah, had a good race. One of our neighbors that we carpooled with to the race, she's a little bit older than I am, but good runner. We had a stagger start, and she was 10 seconds behind me. What they did was they had 3 runners go, and then every approximately 10 seconds, another wave of 3. So I didn't know she was right behind me, but she passed me like at a mile 1, maybe 1.3, 1.4, just before the 1.5 mile mark. And I kept her in sight for pretty much the entire race. After that, she was about 10, 15 seconds ahead of me. Then I closed the gap with a quarter mile to go, and then usually I have a pretty good kick. Fortunately, I had it for this race, and the last 100, 150 meters, I kind of sprinted by her, and we didn't know, like, just because I finished ahead of her doesn't necessarily mean that I beat her, but when we get our printout, I beat her by a second. So listen, they say it doesn't matter at the end, but it does. If you got a kick at the end, just let it go. And so it was fun. Got to see a couple friends there at the race. So that's about it. That's what's been going on. I plan to run about 7 miles tomorrow. And we'll probably have lows again, 90, might be 91-ish. But hopefully we get some rain, and hopefully you guys are staying safe out there, and good luck on your upcoming races and training. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and hope to check in with you here soon. Take care. Bye.